So today we're going to be talking about an important topic called Git. So we've been doing a series on Git. So we've talked about Git, talked about GitHub, talked about how to install Git and all of those things. So in this video, basically, I'm going to be going through some of the Git command, how to install Git locally, how to add your GitHub repo, and all of those things to your Git, right? So how to clone a project and how to work with GitHub. So I'm going to be showing you two methods. The first method is to use the command line, then second method we're going to be using Visual Studio Code, and then we're going to be doing drag and drop and all of those things. So it's going to be a quick one here. So let's run as fast as we can and see what we can achieve. So basically this is my this folder. So I'm going to, so basically when you install Git, this is what you have here, right? This is what you have here, right? Basically when you install Git, so you have a local what's it called, local what's it called, a CMD. Now it's either this is what's it called, what's the name of this guy again? So this is Git, right? This a special terminal that I installed. So either you use this guy or you can just come and use your CMD. So in the last class we talked about CMD, so this is CMD here. So basically what you just need to do when after you install Git, so to set up Git locally, first you have to just type in this command git dash version. So this will actually tell you the version of Git that you have on your system. So now we need to set up Git first. So the first thing we need to set up Git global file. So for us to set up Git global file, we need to set up our name. So the name is basically the name you have on your GitHub repo, and then the email you're going to be using here is going to be the email that you have on your what's it called, on your GitHub, right? So let's go there. Let's start one. Let's just jump in to just do git. We do config dash global user dot name, then your name. So the name, okay, oh sorry, my hands are faster than my head now. So name, so we'll just have it here. So now my name, the name I have on my GitHub repo is first, to just be sure, we can just I'll drag this guy here. So first, to be sure, we just go into Git. So we just type github.login. So I'll just do my necessary authentication. Delete those pics. Let me just get up my Git. Yeah. So okay. So I can just come to this place, to this house. Let's wait for it to load. So you can just come to this place, your profile. So basically you can see that what I have here is this name here. So this is the name I have on my GitHub. So this is the name that I'm going to be adding to to the command line. So I can just basically let's pull it up again. So I will just type outline yourself. So click on enter. What's it called? Damn it, something. Oh, sorry, I didn't spell my global very well. So I missed an L. So yeah, global. So basically when you're using the command line, once you click, after typing something, click enter, and it doesn't show anything on the command line like an error or any other stuff, just know that it's successful. So that's another side of command line. It doesn't show you errors or anything. So we just do another one is that we set up our email. So config dash global user your email. So email. Let me increase the size so if you're not seeing it. So within here I'll type my Gmail, the one that I use on my Git. Yes. So you just basically type in the same Gmail that you have, what's it called, same Gmail that you're using for this thing, your account. So I'm going to do this outside the screen. So I've gone ahead to enter my email, so nothing much. The email is for Github. So the next thing so we're done with setting up our Github on the first version, right? On the first of. Now we have two other methods. So either the next thing you just want to do is to open up a project, and then let me show you how to use. So I'm going to open up a project and show you how to use Git on a project, right? Now I created this folder, I created this file, Git, right? So I'll just quickly open this on the thing. So we're done with the command line, so we're done with what we need to set up, right? So let me drag this here. So the only thing we just need to go, so Visual Studio Code has a terminal similar like what we used on the command line. So basically just click here, click on terminal, open new terminal. That's what we want to do. So we just do basically do git. So one thing you need to make sure is that here is cmd. Here is cmd. So you just have to come here, click on this place, right? Come to this place. So I have git installed, I have different other terminals installed, right? But what I want to be using is what's it called, cmd, the one we used, right? So because for some reasons, right, I think it's best, right? So it's more stable compared to PowerShell. Not that PowerShell is not good, but I prefer cmd. So just come here. Maybe by default you're going to be having PowerShell here. So you're going to be having PowerShell like px, so that's PowerShell. But for you to just shoot, so just click here, click here, come change here to this. So I'm going to take out this guy, kill this guy, so kill this guy. So we just have this, right? You can even access your that your what you call your git terminal directly from here, but cmd does most of the things we want to do. So that's it, right? So the next thing we want to do is just to do, so when you have a new project, you just do git init. You just do I don't know if my screen is too small, so you just do so git init. So git init actually just tells git that to initialize, okay, git initialize git to help us initialize git. So we're calling git on this project so that git will be aware that we have a project going on, right? So once you do it, so you just have so it's done creating. Now once I come back to this folder here, so I will see that I have git. If you're not seeing it, just come to this view, turn on show hidden files items here, so you'll be able to see this git now. So you don't have much business with this, but automatically, like, this git serves as a database that keeps all the changes that we have, right? So like I said, if most times on default you're not going to see this when you come back, right? You just click on view, come to this show hidden files, so to be able to show all the hidden files that you have on a particular folder. So let's go back to our code. So we've done git init. So git is not showing here though, but already git is here. So the next thing we want to do is to just create a couple of files, right? To create a couple of files and then test our git before pushing it. So before learning how to push this git online, right? First of all, we just do so let's create a new file. So just create let's say index.html. So then I'll add a couple of stuff here. So just call this git Now notice that this guy has a different color, a green color, showing that I've not really committed this. So for me to be able to tell Git, okay, for Git to be able to know that this guy actually exists, and you should start tracking this file changes I have on this file, I have to come here and do on this here on this terminal and do git add. Now call the file name, so index. So if so another trick that is here that we have here. So we have auto complete on the terminal. So once you type in, let's say, three first letter of any file, and that file is currently on the directory, so once you just click on tab, it automatically help you complete the spelling. So I'll just do git add. So automatically I've already add this guy, right? So the next thing after adding, right, the next thing I need to do is, let's say I want to commit. Now first of all, before you commit, first of all add, we're going to add that file so that Git will know that this file, to be aware that this file exists, right? So after adding the file, then you commit. So I want to commit, so I'll just do git commit. Now commit committing a file is like, let's say for example you're going to a city, you're in a city, or you're in a city that you've not been before, and you're going to a mall, or you want to go to a mall, yeah, and then let's say you're going with someone, and then probably let's say you're going with a friend or an uncle or auntie, and then the thing is that, like, but the problem is that they are going to take you to the mall, and then probably they have somewhere else to rush to, and then you have to go back home, only you. So and then this is your first time going to that mall, right? And then so now, so what you have to do basically most times, what we just do is that we just try to look at, let's see, patterns on the road. Let's say, okay, so once I see this signboard, I know I'm going to turn left. Once I see this stone, or turn right. Once I see this tree, I just know that this is the bus stop, things like that. So we try to make memories and keep, what's it called, most time we try to keep okay, it's still recording. So we try to keep what's it called, snapshot of places, right? Of things to help us remember where we are going to, or where we are going to stop, or how we're going to find our way around, right? The same way for Git. So once you add a file, I think a file is like telling Git, okay, this file load is this file, right? Like you just in your friend, Alpha bro, get this thing, no, you understand? Then now you're done committing, you're done telling Git. Now each time you commit is like a snapshot, like taking a screenshot of a particular stage that you are in your code, which you can refer back to each time, anytime that it's very necessary. Like, so for example, I can be writing code and write like 100 lines of code, and I've been committing. So let's say for example on the 80th line, I need to go back to the 50th line. Probably I've been committing, I've been working on a project, and I've done so many changes, but at some point something broke on the code, so the code is no longer working. For example, let's say the login button is no longer working, but it used to work, and I think not to figure out how or how or what I did to make it not work again. So basically I can just go back to my commit and then refresh back to when it was working, right? Something like that. So that's a mini explanation. So once you write git commit, so the next thing you have to do is add m. So m basically mean message, so you have to put a message, a descriptive message of what you just did. So I can just say created my first html file, or created indexed file, index.html file. So this is a simple git commit message. Not just simple, but this allows me that whenever I look at this project, I can be able to be like, okay, this is what I did that made this or that to happen. So I click on enter. So oh, wait. I thought we done git add. We done git add. Okay. Again, git plenty space here. No, did I spell my commit well? Yup. Did not match any file known to Git. Wow. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh. I've added this guy, so we've text it. Mm. Oh, I guess maybe you can define him, right? Index 60. Oh, just give me a sec. Let's see. Oh, what happened? Oh shit! I knew the error, right? Basically, I was supposed to use double quotes, so I'm using single quotes. So I guess that was the issue, right? So now it's as I said, one file change, 11 instructions. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so to 11. So 11 instructions, create mode, index file. So right, basically, so if I have any other change here, let's say for example I add um h1 and put hello world. Now I still have to come back here and do the same process, git add again. So I'll add the file name index .html, and then we do git commit -m, then so added a text. So now it's saying we had one instruction, right? So that's it. So that's for adding. Now another thing is that sometimes you might have like 10 files or 15 files that we want to add to Git, right? So basically, instead of going through all of them one after the other, you can just do git and just add a dot here. So git will automatically add all the whole files on this particular what's it called area. So once you just do git dot, so it's gonna add, let's say you have like 15 files, it's gonna add all the 15 files, and then you can just put your commit message. And then each time you make a change, so you have to commit. Each time you make a change, you add and then you commit. That's for add and commit, right? Now the next one is branch. So a branch, like take it as a tree that you have different branches, right? Now like I said, a branch is a copy of your working project. The same way, like I can come to this that I can open a folder, and then let's say I have a document that I'm working on. Let's say I want to submit one to, okay, for example, maybe I don't know if you've had an experience where you have a single document but you have to submit it in 5 different places or 6 different places, right? Then you have to make a photocopy of each of those documents. Now each copy of those documents in Git is called a branch. Now a branch is a copy of your working project, right? Now Given the same branch and trees scenario, so we have your branches that are independent of the main branch, right? They are working branch that are independent, so they don't really necessarily depend on the first one, the second one to work. So they are complete on their own, but they are copy of a working branch. That's in a simple terms, right? So to create a branch on Git, to see all the branches, first we start with to see all the whole branches that we have on Git. So we can just do Git branch. So we only have main. So if you want to know, so once you have initialized Git, so if you want to know if you have the current Git this thing that you're working on, so you just click, you see here, you have it here, you're going to see it here, main. Alright, this is main. So on your own it might be master, so depending on how you set up your Git, so it's either master or main. Either one still working, right? So either way it's still going to work. Now to create a branch name, to create a new branch, so I want to create another branch and then add something else, and then you see that it's going to be different from this main, right? So I can, if I want to create a branch name, I'll type git branch, and then I'm going to give a space. Let's say I want to create let me call it style, or let me call it development. So development, most of the times when you come to a GitHub repo, a GitHub account, repo, a project. So from now henceforth, you'll be hearing terminology like repo. I've explained repo, I've explained branch, I've explained most of these terminologies. So permit me to use them, as much as I can, right? Now, when you come to a branch repo, most times you're going to be seeing things like dev, test, what's it called? I think let me show you an example here from my Git. So for example, okay, this guy. Let's show this guy. So notice I have, okay, on this, so I have two branches here for this project, right? So I had, because I was the only one working on this branch, I was the only one working on this project, so I have just two. So I have dev and main. So whenever I'm trying to build anything, so I'm going to work on it on the dev. Once it's working, then I can merge it with the main. So with this kind of ideology now, you can have your website, you can have a full functional project working, and then people are working on this project on the background. So I don't know if you've noticed something about WhatsApp. So sometimes you come into WhatsApp and then come out again, and then you notice that there's something new, that like you added a new feature, maybe a color or the text, something just changed in WhatsApp, right? Or maybe you've entered your WhatsApp a website and then come back again, and then you see that there's a lot of change or a couple of changes being done on the website. So with this kind of branching, it will allow the developer to work on certain features even while the app is live, without even worrying whether you're gonna break the changes or anything bad is gonna happen, right? That's it. So I'm going to create a new branch called development. So if I click on this, so automatically once it creates it, right, you're not going to show me anything. So if I want to move into development, I'll do git checkout. I'll take it checkout development. So I will switch to development. So when you look at this place now, see what I have here is development. No longer I don't have what's it called? I will no longer have main. It's gonna be development. So I come here and create a file. Let's create a style. Style.css file. And do, I don't know, just target body and do background red. background color red, right? Then let's just link it up here. Let's just link it up here. So, right? So if you view this guy using our live server, either live server. So this is what we have here with live server, right? So so for you to have live server, like basically if you don't have live server, for you to have live server, just click on here, click on live server, type live server. So now basically if I don't have it installed, I'm going to see this install button here, so I'll just click here. So make sure you're trying to, whenever you're downloading live server, make sure you're downloading this one from this guy. Basically this is what we need from this guy, this one from this guy, right? So on that, another simple stuff that I'm going to say again, my if you notice my file are on autosave, right? To have your file on autosave, you just click on settings, come to settings, right? After delay, right? On default it's gonna be off, so just put it on after delay, so it's gonna basically do your own on autosave. That's it, right? So now notice that we really have this css file on this place, so I just have to come here and do, let me do git add again. I just do git add, so to add everything here, all the changes I have done. So I'll do git add, so to add, just do git commit before checking out, leaving to the main branch again. I do git commit so I'll just type added css style, click on enter. So 2 file created, 4 instruction, it's gonna give me this, all of this. I just do, to move back to main, I'll do git checkout main. So when I switch to main, notice something, still on the same folder, still on the same project, but different stuff are happening. And when I switch to main, you notice that I don't have that my style.css. Right, so it's saying cancel, to just remove it, and I don't have my linked up, it's not linked up. So now, which means this is to tell you that that's the other brand, that development brand is an individual brand on its own that doesn't depend on the main, except if I on my own merge them together. It's not going to, like, the effect done on the development is not going to take place on the main, right? That's it. Now let's talk about merging. So now for me to have what's it called, for me to have this guy, for me to have these changes here, I need to merge changes done on the other side, on the development, to this side. For me to have them, I can just do git merge development. So now I'm going to have the changes, so I just had to do git merge development. So when you ask git to merge development, it means that git take all the changes that we have on development and add it to the one we have here, so that we have a complete folder or a complete project. So it said fast forward, index added 1, css added 3, all of this. So it's going to give me a report of all of these things right here. That's it. So now the next thing is for pull and push. Now for us to push our repo, so you can just do, you can have two options. First you have to go to GitHub, right? Come to GitHub. I need to come to GitHub, so I'll come to this place, click on repo, So new repo, like we did the last time. So I'm going to add the name of this repo. What's the name of our repo is git class. Okay, let's call it git class. Alright, public, all of these things, license, just MIT, readme file, nothing much. So create repo. Now I just have to do, for me to push, let's say I want to push to this repo, so I have two options. Either I do click on add file, upload file, and then drag and drop all of these things here, which is not necessary, right? What if you have like 30 files to do? So are you going to be doing drag and drop? So I can just come here and just click on code and then get this guy here and then come back to this place and just do. So I'll just do git. First of all, before you can push, you need to pull. So we just do git. I think so now first of all, for you to be able to do it, so you need to do remove git remove add origin. So we have to open up that repo, copy this guy, come down here, Visual Studio Code, and place it. So it has added it as the repo, this. So the next thing we need to do is to check, okay, git, to know if we have it added. So we can just do whether did it work. To check out whether it works, we just do remove git remove -v. So we can pull and fetch from this particular guy. So we just first of all we do git. So for us to be able, we need to pull what we have online so that it will sync what we have locally, so that we don't have errors. So we do git pull remove. Make sure you have correct itasex. It says git push origin push and fetch. Give me a sec. So sorry, so just do git pull origin main. So now automatically then this will just fetch all the host stuff. It said oh shit. So we just do git push origin main. Okay, let's do git pull first. So he said let's try git pull again. So now it's advisable for us to create, so each time you want to instead of what's it called, how do I put this, it's advisable most times, right, for you to actually pull or push from a repo. So once you create a new folder, just come here and do, just when you create a new file, just come here, move to a new repo, a new project, this thing, for example, something like this. So I'm going to create a new file called this pool, git pool, right? So double click. So the only reason why that the new one we got is not allowing us to pull and push is because now we've done some changes locally that it's not online. So it's trying to merge the difference in history and it's not working. And for me to tackle this, it's going to take me a lot of code and it's not very necessary now, right? So I'll just come here and then do type cmd on this top, right? To open up this, I'll just do git clone and then paste that new link. I'll just have it, so you can just do code dash dot, so to basically enter this particular file. So we now have all the whole stuff we have online here locally, right? So this is it, the readme license that we added, all of those things, right? So we can just do push pull here directly to this branch that we have online. So but that's not what I wanted to show you, right? So with that said, so you can either so with this, so if you want to see the list of commits that you've done, so you can just do, I think, git history, okay, I think git dash help to see all the possible commands that you can run with git. Yeah, git log. So now we can see all the commits we had. So the first time we had author, my name, and it said on Tuesday, April, this is so time, I added style, I added text. So so if I click on enter, it is continue going down till the end. So this was the when I created the first one, the first commit. This was when I merged and all of those things. So I think escape, is it Q? Yeah, I click on Q to quit. Control X. Escape Q. Yeah, click on Q to leave. So now basically you see all those commits that I have. So I can go back to any of these guys using this, what we call, using this number, right? Now this is the first way. The second way you can do all of those things and then manage all of these things not manually, seamlessly, is to use an extension called git. So git graph. So I have the extension here. So you can just come to this place, like you install live server, type git lens. So I already have it installed. So git lens is only one tool that helps you do all of these things that we've been doing manually, automatically. So all of these things we've been doing manual, all of those things. So now once you install this git lens, you're going to be having this folder here, this thing here, right? So basically all I have to just do now, so let me show you how to use this one from here. Now we're on the main, right? I just come here and then write my commit message. So I just did a couple of changes on this file. Let's say I added two hellos, right? So all I just need to do is to come here and do Okay, let me show you guys this thing. First of all, I need to delete this guy. I'm going to delete this git class. Is it this git class? Yeah, this git pool. There's no need for it. And then I'm going to okay, let me, should I duplicate? I'm going to delete this guy. Yes, already it's gonna clash, right, with what I want to do. So now, so once you have that git lens, right, once you install this git lens that I asked you guys, this git lens here, this one, right, so you just have this folder here, this icon here, so you just click on this icon, so it will just automatically ask you to initialize a repo. Now I can initialize this repo, so automatically it does all of those things that I'm doing manual, that git init. Now I can type in so I just finished adding changes, right? So let's say I added a couple of changes now. So I need to come here and commit. So I'll just be like make changes to text. I'll click on commit. It's going to commit, right? Now, for the sake of this class, I'm going to log out of my GitHub account, right? So I'm going to log out and then log in again. So I'm going to sign out. So this is my GitHub account. I'm going to sign out. So I'm going to sign out, right? So I'm going to start from beginning. So now for me to be able to do this thing, right? So I just click on publish branch. It will tell you that want you to sign in. So this is actually what they want to show you for the first time. So after writing all of your stuff, you want to click on publish branch. You want to tell you, okay, so I click on allow. So you're going to ask me to verify, okay, authorize. So I'll be like, yeah, continue. So make sure that it's the same browser that you logged in with your GitHub, like the same browser, right? The same browser that you logged in, like let's say because I use Chrome Dev a lot. So let's say you sign in into your this thing, you have your this thing on your Chrome Dev. Make sure it's that Chrome Dev that you're opening this link on. So I just click on, so what is it saying? Okay. So it's gonna take a while. I guess it's network. Mm, no, 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 no. So automatically just signed me in into my GitHub account. So now, so it's not telling me, okay, this is my account. I just signed into my account now, right? So now you can either choose to have this a public or a private. So I'm going to, first of all, make sure you want to name this thing what you want to name the file. So what do you want your project to answer? So now most times you're going to pick up the project folder name that you have. So let's say you want it to answer a different stuff, so you can just add that different stuff here. So I'm going to call this guy git class. Oh, git life class. Git life class. I'm going to make it a public. Please always try to make your assignment public whenever you're creating using this method. So I'm going to go back again. Let me go back. So I've already signed in, so I already have my account signed in here. So I'm going to click on escape for this thing to leave. So now I've done my changes, so I've signed into my account. So the first thing I need to do is just to click on publish branch, right? Public, name this. So fuck, he's gonna name this guy. Yeah, there. Now you say open on GitHub. So once I click on this, it's gonna take me to my repo, this particular repo on GitHub, right? This is it here now on GitHub. So anybody who comes can just see this Git folder. And whenever I have a new change, let's see a couple of new change, right? So it automatically detects the change for me and asks me to write a commit message, so I can just see new change. Click on commit. Now synchronize change, automatically it's gonna synchronize change. So now another thing is, if I want to create a new branch, I could just have to click here. Not here, sorry. Click on this place that has main or master, either main or master for you. So I create new branch from, either I want to create it from main, so I'll be like, I want to create text. This is test. Click on it, automatically it's going to move me to test, right? Now if I want to switch, instead of coming down and type git checkout, I can just come and click here and do move into any branch that I want to move in. So I want to move back to main, so I already have my main, right? So all of this is just the overview of Git and GitHub, right? So subsequent video, when we start writing our code, when we start writing JavaScript and all of those things, so we'll talk more on this topic. So I'm going to stop here. So I've shown you guys how to run command on the terminal using from the terminal, right? From the terminal, right? GitHub command from the terminal. Also talked about how to use git lens, right, to automatically do all of those things, right, that you've been doing. So that's it for this video. Peace. See you in the next one.